Alright, back again. It's the weekend at the moment, and I'm just trying to build up this top door frame and rain channel to meet to here, so that I can get some better strength in this body. I've got those 2, 3, 4 pieces on this side now, so before I go any further I'm going to get this piece made up, and I had virtually nothing on that side at all, and that piece over there is just totally gone. So the best I can come up with is this piece snapped off when I was bringing it up from out the back, so that's fresh metal broken there. So I've got a length, and then this front end here isn't right, so it's not sitting on the body correct, and I knew it wasn't exactly where it's supposed to be, but that little section there joins up to this little section here. So luckily for me, excuse me, what happens is that goes there, and then this goes there. So even though this is wrong, I know I've got a length, and so this is 2 pieces of metal here. So what I'm going to do is, obviously I've got the other side as well, so this one template will do 2 parts, we'll do the whole car, and in here you've got this panel, you've got the rain channel, you've got this panel, and then also the back side. So this is all leaded in here as well, I've just found out. I thought there was a seam there, I thought, oh, okay. And then it disappeared up here and I wasn't sure what was going on, so I gave it a scratch, and sure enough there's lead there. So I'll have to get in there and heat that out, make sure it's not just all rust behind it, because when I go to weld it'll just melt away anyway. So that's a seam line there between the 2 panels, these 2 panels. What I've decided I'm going to do is, this is all gone up in here, and so is the other side. It's actually worse on the other side. I'll show you the other side. So really you can't do anything apart from make it all. This is all gone, so it's pointless even taking any measurements from that. And that's where I thought there was bog, and there is a little bit there, but I think it's just a lot of paint. So back to this side, so that's what I've got. It's down a bit because this whole front end isn't sitting where it's supposed to be, and that's the end game for me here. So this, all of this now leading forward is so that I can get a door frame and then hinges on, and then sit a door in there with the gaps all the way around, and then the front end will just fit in there perfectly, providing this is all level. So you can see that it jots down a little. It's not a lot, it's probably about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch in the old scale, but it's just, you know, nearly a centimetre I suppose. And so that being said, I've got the template for this part here, and it goes down, and then there's a flange. I'm just guessing that there's a flange that comes along and it comes down. So, and then on the top of this there's a flange that goes underneath the rain channel. So it's like a half box section, like a C section, and that's pretty much what I've done here. So I've just used my favourite tool which is a set of dividers. If you're ever doing this sort of stuff, you can't go by using these. You start using a pen and a ruler, you're always going to be 1mm or 2mm out. You use these, you take a measurement, and it's always exactly right. You know, you go there, you double check it up here, it takes you 2 seconds. They don't move. These are all old ones too, so I couldn't get by without them. You just make sure you keep the points sharp. These ones actually need a bit of a sharpen right now, but yeah, these are the best things. They're good for marking out circles too and scribing lines. Just generally making sure that you've got, and you can do it all one-handed too, like a ruler and a pencil, you need 2 hands. But I can take measurements, you know, pretty much anywhere, one-handed, while I'm doing something else. So that's all I did. I just went around and took all my measurements and blah blah blah, and just transferred them to paper. And I know that I'm going to get an exact fit. I know I've used a Nico pen there, but that's okay. That counts for the length you lose when you bend it. So I've got the total length. I haven't bothered doing all of the folded edges on this because I've got it all here. And that fits perfectly, and I'm just going to weld it straight up to that panel. And it should look good. This is too rusty to keep anyway, so, and I've got all that welding you have to do to save it. It's not worth it for me. A lot of welding, and you lose the paint anyway when you weld. I'll lose all of that paint, and this is all rusty and crusty up here. So yep, so that's all I got managed to do today. But what I plan to do is put this up here. What I plan to do is, instead of trying to fold this edge over and then bring the lip down on this side, on this piece, I'm just going to have a small flange that I can tip with a tipping wheel, and then what I'll do is I'll actually just make this piece up depending on how far down I need to go here, because separately it's much easier to do that, and then I can actually grind it away on the inside here, and then a little bit of filler, and then this panel will be nice. That's the idea anyway. I'll probably end up bringing this further out, stepping this line down and then going in behind this one, just to keep it like it originally was, or just weld it on, I'm not too sure, but that'll be the easiest way and quickest way for me, and that way I can get a door frame together, at least both sides. That's not including the back, so that's just the outside. Yeah. Anyway, I'll bring you back.